Hello students, welcome to Tax Ma'am classes. Today we are going to learn about the computation of business profit, and we are learning the third head of income tax, that is PGBP, profit and gain from business or profession. In the last video lecture we have seen the overview of the chapter. I have discussed about the chargeability section, and I have discussed about deductions which are allowed, deductions which are not allowed, and special provisions are there. And so far we have discussed the section 44 also. Just I give all the sections overview how this PGBP chapter is dealt under these sections. So today we are going to see how to compute the business profit. If you can see in my video, profit and loss account is showing up. So in the question, in the examination or in the question, they will give the P&L account. Why this P&L account will be given means we are going to find out the business profit. So how to take the business profit from the P&L account we will take. What is this P&L account means? As we all know, the accounting rule, the golden accounting rule, the P&L account will be debited with all the expenses and losses and credited with all the incomes and gains. If you can hear carefully, all the expenses and losses will be debited, all the incomes and gains will be credited. So here, if we want to find out the business profit, what we will get from the P&L account, we will get net profit or net loss we will get. But here what we have to find out, we have to find out only the business profit. That means we should have only business expenses here and business incomes here, so that the amount what we will get will be called as the business income, but business profit. But here what we have all mixed with the non-business expenses, non-business incomes, personal expenses also will be there, personal expenditure, personal losses, personal gains, everything will be clubbed in this. So what we will do, how this business profit proforma will be there means we will go from the backward. So have to find out the business profit means it is just like a rectification of error. What is the rectification of error? The profit what we got is not a business profit. It is including of non-business income, personal income, non-business expenses, personal expenses. So we have to rectify the error. How to rectify means our answer will always start with the net profit. We will take the net profit as the base, and the non-business incomes which we have added, we will deduct it because it is not a business income, but we have added it, so we will deduct this non-business income. And non-business expenses, we have deducted it already, but it's not a business expense. So what we will do means we will add it back. So by this rectification, these two things will be corrected. If we correct these two things, we will have the business expenses, business income. So the amount what we will get will be called as business profit. And other than these, below the question they will give few points like few business incomes which we didn't took in the P&L account. Business expenses are there, but we didn't deduct it in the P&L account. What we will do, business income not deducted, we will deduct it now, and business income which we didn't add, we will add it now. So by doing this rectification of error, by taking the net profit as a base, we will get the balancing figure as the business profit. So on this basis only our proforma of a computation of business profit is there. So let's get into the class of business profit. So to do the problem, so to compute the business profit, one must be aware of how to differentiate what is a business expenditure, what is business income, what is non-business expenditure, and what is non-business income. If we know, if you are able to deviate or differentiate what is business and what is non-business, your half of the problem is done with that. So now coming to the proforma for computation of a business profit. As I said, our answer will start with the net profit as per the P&L account, and we will start rectifying the mistakes. So what is the first one? Expenses which are not allowed but we have deducted here. So this is we will call it as non-business expenditure. We have deducted it, so it is not allowed but we have deducted, so we are going to add it now. And the next one, we are going to add incomes allowed but not credited. As I said, below the question they will give few points which are allowed but we didn't credited, so we are going to credit it. That means we are going to add it now. And the third one, expenses allowed but not credited. In the same way, in the below the question they will give few points that these expenses are business expenses but we didn't deduct it, so we are going to deduct it now. And the last one, incomes are not allowed but credited. So in the P&L account it is a non-business income but we have credited it. That means we have added it as income, so it is a mistake, so we are going to rectify that by deducting it. So if we rectify these mistakes and the balance figure, what we will get will be called as a business profit or a business loss. So in this, the expenses which are allowed, is derived under the section 3237. Section 37 is a general deduction section, and from 30 to 37 all the expenses are allowed under this business profit. So we have sections 30 talks about rent, as I said. So I will discuss these topics, and section 40 to 43b talks about expenses which are not allowed. So expenses which are allowed is discussed in the from section 30 to 37. I will discuss one by one now. And expenses which are not allowed are discussed under section 40 to 43b. Let me discuss these things. So now coming to the first point, expenses which we have claimed but which are not allowed actually. So if you find any expenses which are debited, so we have to add it back. So few points I will see. All the provisions and reserves, like reserve for bad debts, depreciation as per the P&L account, if you find these things we have to add back. And all the taxes like income tax, advance tax, wealth tax, if you have paid and if you have taken it in the debit side, we have to add back. And all the capital expenditure except scientific research, we have to add back. All the charity and donations we have to add back. And all the types of fines and penalty we have to add back. Patent right, technical know-how, legal expenses, criminal charges, whatever it is there, we have to add back all these expenses. These expenses we have debited it but it is not allowed, so we have to add back all these things. So now coming to the next one, expenses which are allowed under these business profit, business income. So see, the section 30 talks about rent, rate, taxes, repairs and incomes in case of building. 31 talks about repairs and insurance of machinery, and 32 talks about depreciation of fixed asset. How to compute this depreciation I will explain in a separate video. For BCom's depreciation as per income tax will be given in additional points. You can directly take this amount and you can directly deduct it in the proforma. And 35 talks about expenses incurred in the field of scientific research. I will explain this scientific research expenses and how much is allowed in a separate video. And section 36 talks about other deductions. Other deductions are like any insurance premium paid for the damage of goods or stock, so that will be allowed as deduction. And insurance premium paid for any employees also will come under this deduction, section 36. And section 37 talks about general deductions like expenses and payments for the raw materials, sales tax, royalty paid, commission paid. All these deductions are allowed under these section from 30 to 37. Sorry for the inconvenience, my device is not working. I will try to upload the classes as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.